Welcome to the project demonstration of wireless block box using accelerometer and vibration sensor. So here we are going to send the parameters like vehicle position and vibrations inside the vehicle. So generally the black box consists of n number of sensors, but in our project for demonstration purpose we are making use of two sensors, that is MEMS accelerometer in order to check the vehicle position at the time of accident and also vibrations inside the vehicle. And these two sensors are also used to detect the accident and will send the SMS alert along with location with the Google Map link through the GSM modem. So the location values will be get from this GPS, the global position system, and we'll get the latitude longitude values from this. And we're going to send the so-called parameters by arranging them in a Google Map link to the registered phone number inside the microcontroller. So here we are making use of PIC16F877A microcontroller, and also we are going to provide the audible alert to the buzzer and visual indication on the LCD screen, and also this DC motor presented as a ignition of the car. So here the flow is, we are going to provide the 5 volts power supply from this adapter. In generally directly we can connect this USB to our car USB slot, so that we'll get the charge power supply from the car only. And then these sensors we are using like MEMS accelerometer like ADXL335 and vibration sensor. So here we are using vibration sensor. This module is interfaced to the microcontroller through this amplifier, and it will convert the vibrations into sufficient voltage which can be measured by our microcontroller. And this accelerometer will provide the XY parameters, and that in terms of analog voltage only. And these two are the main inputs. Along with GPS will provide us location values, as latitude longitude values. And the output modules are like DC motor and buzzer, and next LCD display and GSM module. So coming to these boards, there are two same boards. We can see that this one is a transistor board and this also one transistor board. This one is used to on the motor and this one is used to on the buzzer. As we know, the transistor will act as a switch. So whenever microcontroller will provide the trigger pulses to the transistor respective boards, then the respective output modules will get the 5 volts power supply directly. And coming to the interfacing connections, we have interfaced MEMS sensor at A0, A1 and vibration at A4, as it's a timer pin. From that only we can count the vibrations for certain duration. And the next particular this DC motor at D1 pin and D2 for the buzzer, and B2 to B7 for the LCD, and B0 B1 for the GSM, and D7 for the GPS module. And coming to this motherboard, so once we get the 5 volts power supply from this USB slots, and then it start reading input from the input modules and it will control the output modules. And this one is a reset switch, so to restart the microcontroller, and this is the capacitor. Whenever the power fluctuations are occurred, then that will be neutralized by this capacitor. And from this 5-pin cable we are going to load the X code into the microcontroller. And this one is crystal oscillator, which will provide the 20 megahertz clock frequency. As this clock frequency is very important for any controller to execute the instructions which are coded inside the microcontroller. So one pulse will useful to execute one instruction. So instruction nothing but reading of sensors data or controlling the output modules. So like these are the instructions. So 2 pulses for 2 instructions, like that my microcontroller will execute 20 mega instructions in 1 second, as we are providing 20 mega pulses per second. That is 20 megahertz. That's the fastness of our microcontroller. So let us see demonstration. Before switching on this kit, insert a valid SIM card which is a Airtel or VI or a BSNL, and after that insert in the SIM card, it should have the validity and SMS or main balance. And then switch on the power supply, and at the same time hold this. After switching on the power supply, hold the reset switch till the GSM modem get the signal. So there is a one green light is blinking very fast, and once it get the signal, it's slow down again, right? You can see that. After slowing down only, allow the microcontroller to communicate with the GSM modem. So before getting the signal, if it is communicate, then those commands will not be executed, so that we can't get the SMS alerts. Now it's establishing connection to the GSM modem. After that, the motor will get switched on. So the car is running now. As we are demonstrating this project under the roof, there is no sky vision. That's why we are getting 0 values. If we demonstrate this in under the sky view, it will get the proper satellite vision. Then we will get exact location values of latitude longitude values. Now coming to the vibrations. So when we switch on the gate, the MEMS sensor will provide the inputs to the microcontroller, the vehicle parameters. So before this motor on and after the motor on, before the motor on and after the motor on, if the vehicle position is same, if there is no tilting or there is no accident, then everything is normal. And whenever the tilting was detected, after 1 second of duration, you can see the alert MEMS on the LCD screen, and the system starts sending the message. Right, so we got the message. So as you can see, that alert accident detected, and also we'll get the vehicle position parameters. This is a block box parameters like X, Y, and how many vibrations are there. So now we'll demonstrate with the vibrations. Whenever the vibrations are more detected, again same vibration alerts on the LCD screen, and again we got the same message of it will provide us the vibrations also. So we set the vibration limit for 70 vibrations per second for demonstration purpose. In real time it will be the more around 250 or 300 plus. Okay, right.